Fanny is the best girl alive.
It's 4-1 on Little Scott, and Remnant beat Swallow by 2 lengths in the second meeting at Newmarket on Monday. 3-1 on Robinson.
Ah, my dear. Yes. Where's Edmund?
In the breakfast room, sir.
With your aunt?
Yes.
I shall be with you in a moment.
Anything like that, thank you. Oh. These are sad circumstances in which to meet again, Miss Price. It surprises me that Tom's sisters are happy to stay in London, but you are here. And I will do anything I can to help and comfort. Poor young man. If he were to be cut off now, in the flower of his days, it would be most tragic.
None of us are troubling to be quite so pessimistic, Miss Crawford.
I am justly reprimanded, but pray don't misunderstand me. By my honor, I never bribed a physician in my life. However, should Tom die, then wealth and consequence could fall into no hands more deserving of them. Is Edmund home? Am I come too late?
I need to talk to you all, Miss Crawford. This concerns you, too. My dear, I have to ask you to be brave. I'm very sorry for it.
Julia?
Julia is safe with our cousins at Richmond. Oh. Last week, I received a letter from an old friend in London. It contained a good deal to concern me about our daughter, Maria. Oh. I had no choice but to act immediately. I went to town in the faint hope that my informant might be mistaken, or failing that I might at least reverse a desperate situation. I need hardly say that I have been disappointed. Maria has left her home and her husband.
No. No, this cannot be.
Flagrantly, publicly, an utter contempt for our family's honor. With complete disregard for each and every one of us. She has run away with Mr. Crawford.
Oh. Oh.
I'm become aware of my errors too late. I had hoped my daughters would grow up to be good. But I succeeded only in them being good-mannered. I knew my daughter no more than a stranger. A woman whose shoulder I might brush against without any inkling of her fears, her hopes, her passions. And now it's too late. Her character is destroyed.
Did you notice nothing at the time? Were they so very discreet?
Discreet? If only they had been. 1 ounce of common discretion would have saved us.
Saved us?
Well, you don't think Henry set out to destroy the Rushworths' marriage? I don't mean to defend Henry at your sister's expense, but really, I could knock their silly heads together. I never imagined that they would really do it. And I'm sure we both thought Maria knew she'd had her penny's worth, to use the vulgar phrase, and would be content. Now, for 1 moment's stupidity, Maria has thrown away everything she gained by her marriage.
Is that all you have to say?
Please, don't think that I've forgotten Fanny. That foolish girl. If Fanny had accepted him, they might now even be married. And Henry's relationship with Mrs. Rushworth would be no more than a harmless little flirtation.
Enough! You've said enough.
Forgive me, but I have not yet made my point. Edmund, I beg you, advise your father not to interfere.
You mean my father should collude in this business in the hope that Henry will marry Maria?
Well, think, Edmund, think. Maria would recover some footing in society. Not all, of course, but should the worst happen with your brother, then I mean, you and I, Edmund, would be in a position to help Maria and accept her back here at Mansfield.
I cannot believe what I'm hearing. Have you no sense of what this means? All you see is folly. A little embarrassment we can overcome if only we're sensible and we think straight for 5 minutes. Society will forgive us. What do I care about society? My father's shame will last forever. And my mother's grief, and I... The woman I thought I loved doesn't exist. She was a figment of my imagination. So much the better, you may say. I have less to lose. But I'd have lost you 1,000 times rather than see you for what you really are.
A pretty lecture, I must say. Will it be one of your sermons? Love is supposed to endure disappointment, is it not? Or so I am told.
Goodbye, Miss Crawford. I wish you well with all my heart.
Edmund!
How I was deceived. How I deceived myself.
Loria's letter shows her to be deeply unhappy, Sir Thomas. So unhappy, I cannot but hope if you were to go to her, she might be persuaded to leave Mr. Crawford and return home.
Mr. Rushworth would not have her, Mum.
I mean to say she might return here.
That, I fear, is impossible. As a daughter, Maria may count on me always to secure her comfort and protection. Further than that, I cannot go. Even her mother doesn't expect it.
You mean Maria is to be sacrificed for the sake of Fanny's niceness?
I mean nothing of the sort. If you feel it is your duty, Mrs. Norris, to be Mariah's companion in her grievous situation, then you may feel free to go.
Poor Maria.
I don't know who I feel more sorry for, Maria or Aunt Norris.
That's better. A frown doesn't suit you.
Fanny! Fanny, my dear, where are you? I need you. Which should I use here, Fanny? The purple wool or the maroon?
The purple aunt.
Damn it if Fenimore didn't come in last again at Newmarket.
It's only me.
Edmund, come in.
Oh, sorry, I
No,
didn't realize.
really. Come in.
I only wanted to say, what was it I wanted to say?
It wasn't about us going riding tomorrow, was it?
Yes, that was it. That was it. I just wanted to be sure you hadn't forgotten.
I hadn't.
Well, good. Glad.
But now, Edmund, I really must go to bed.
Yes, of course. Sorry. Well, then. Good night, Fanny.
Good night, Edmund.
You know, I've always loved this room. Fanny, I really do need to talk to you.
Fanny, my dear, I've quite run out of lavender. Pick some, won't you, before the sun gets too hot?
Yes, Aunt, of course.
And Edmund, find the scissors and go with her.
Yes, of course.
Edmund, if you remember, I need you to come into town with me this morning. I have several affairs with you.
Not this morning, Sir Thomas. I'm sure your business can wait.
Fanny.
Your father.
It was nothing.
Lavender.
I love you. I was blind. Forgive me.
Look, Sir Thomas. Now perhaps Edmund will at last think to ask Fanny to marry him.
Ask Fanny to marry him? But surely...
Oh, my dear. Fanny has been in love with Edmund since she was a little girl.
How is it the poet describes a wife, Sir Thomas?
She's heaven's last best gift, my dear.
Edmund and Fanny have learned a new dance.
Is it possible to be so happy?
Yes. Let's make it our business, Mrs. Bertram, to be happy ever after.